You know, I enjoy comedic exaggeration as much as the next guy, but kumbaya, this got dark. Come on, you, up and at 'em. Okay, so anyone who's seen my past videos knows that I've been less than gentle with Flash Sentry. And when I've done so, there's often been a comment or two asking why people hate this character. Now, it's true that I'm not a fan, yet the question is, why not? After all, I've often mentioned a desire to see male characters in a more positive light. You'd think I'd be on board with a potential love interest. So before I review Equestria Girls and Rainbow Rocks, I'm going to try and figure out what it is about this guy that sets people, including myself, off. Without guest commentary. I still have a huge axe nearby. Seriously, we're going there? Let's just get this train wreck a-rolling. So, how to start with this guy? Or is it this guy? Wait, what am I supposed to do here? I can't keep referring to these two as Pony Flash Sentry and Human Flash Sentry. I'm too lazy for that. Okay, you're Flash Sentry and the other guy's Brad. It's the only way to keep this sensible. And it's important to make this distinction between them because I don't want to view them as one and the same. But why not? Equestria Girls made an effort to enforce this idea, right down to their dialogue.
We've got to stop bumping into each other like this.
Whoa! Dude, that's creepy.
Indeed, little dragon. I can roll with the idea of similar personalities between pony and human versions, yet the thought of making them interchangeable is kinda creepy. I enjoyed seeing Twilight meet her human friends because, more often than not, they met under unique circumstances. These were new friendships, even if the personalities were familiar. Twilight met both Flash and Brad in the exact same manner, so I view the two as the only interchangeable characters in the movie. And to be honest, most of the hate towards Flash Sentry is based on the personality of Brad, who is a goody two-shoes. He is so generically nice that I really can't resent him. Oh, he's generically nice to the point of boredom. Yet this is a show where male characters are often generically selfish, stupid, or evil. I feel like I should be glad that Brad has a sense of right and wrong and is willing to help when the chance arises. Which begs the question, why wasn't he allowed to help more? No point in tiptoeing around this issue. There is this belief in entertainment that a show or game targeted at a specific gender cannot feature a prominent role for the opposite sex. We see this rhetoric in Assassin's Creed Unity. We see it in My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. We will see it for decades to come. So I guess I'm not mad at you specifically, more the odd gender politics that are turning you into a wasted chance. But hey, this is a fandom that's given personalities to many, many background ponies. So let's do that here. What do we know about Flash Sentry that might help flesh him out? Well, Cadence said he had just recently joined the Guard, yet by Three's a Crowd he was part of her royal escort. And he is the announcer for royalty. That's gotta be a place of prominence. So successful, right out of the gate. Yet Cadence said the Empire has been so peaceful and it's protected by a magical treasure. So not a lot of opportunities to prove your mettle. And you've caught the eye of a princess, even though she hasn't said one word to you specifically. Ever. Dude, you don't have any conflicts. With all the background ponies this fandom has adopted, each one had a moment that sparked our imagination. We ask why these ponies are acting this way, and then it's off to headcanon country from there. With Flash, the biggest nugget of info came in Pinkie Pride and Twilight Time, where we saw a Colt who could pass for his sibling, and I saw a rise in Flash's popularity as fans love to depict him as an awesome big brother. Yet Flash himself can't seem to stand out as a character because he has no visible challenges or goals. And your human counterpart, well, he's basically a collection of 3 separate cliches. He dresses like a rebel and plays the guitar, which seems to satisfy the bad boy attraction that will never make sense to me. But he also has financial stability as shown by the nice car with the goofy decals. And he's kind to Twilight and oh so timid in asking her out. And when he's love-struck, he becomes the clumsy goof. So he's a goof, a rebel bad boy, and a sweet supportive type. I have no idea how he's avoided exploding from the Convergence. We're gonna need a new Brad. Oh, and speaking of explosives, why in the holy hand grenade are you yellow? Answer, because you were made for Twilight. Well, okay, you're more of a yellow-orange, but either way, it's time for some color theory. You know the basic structure of the color wheel, right? We start off with our primaries, mix those together to get our secondaries, and if you really want to go crazy, mix those together to get the tertiary colors. And when you focus on one color, you'll find its complement on the opposite curve. In the case of violet, like a certain alicorn we know, its natural complement is yellow. But wait, the show already has both a yellow and orange themed character, so we'll have to go for the compromise with yellow-orange. Flash and Brad were literally made for Twilight. He has no identity outside this relationship. And because he only interacts with Twilight, there's little reason for him to develop any kind of dynamic with other characters. I still marvel at the designer's choice to make you a stock Pegasus. That's rare for a named stallion. Though I guess you're a little more unique since you're based on one of Celestia's stormtroopers. Whenever we've met male characters who enjoy a unique position, i.e. it's at least worth acknowledging their names, it's usually someone who's built different from the average background pony. Flash falls into a category of ponies who are based on the background design, yet have been given accessories to help distinguish them. So here's the contradiction. From his first appearance in Equestria Girls, it's implied that Twilight is attracted to Flash based on his good looks. Yet from the audience's perspective, there's nothing truly exceptional beyond his armor. And as someone who thinks very highly of Twilight's character, I find it disappointing that her entire attraction is based on looks. It seems less of love at first sight and more just a shortcut. I'd love to see some genuine interaction between these two, something to say this is more than a crush. Of course, about 5,000 waifu whalers would disagree. Yes, Flash Sentry will steal your waifu. Or will he? Whether you're for Flash or against him, we all seem to assume that Twilight's first visible crush will turn out to be her one true love. If you support the idea of Flash and Twilight, I'm not trying to dissuade you. In fact, I hope that fans of this couple can produce even better stories and artwork. The problem sets in when people become so attached to the idea of a couple that they think that any other opinion is an attack on what they like, or they insist that you have to follow this couple because the show said so. If you like the idea of Twilight being with a different stallion, there's no reason to feel like you have to give that up. We watch this show because we enjoy it, but don't let the show or the fandom tell you what you can and cannot like. All I ask is that we be respectful when we disagree, as any fandom will. You know, Flash, when I list all this out, I don't resent you as a character or the potential you represent. It's more a sense of frustration that we're asked to accept that you're this really awesome guy, yet due to restrictions, we never get to see that develop. And I hope that maybe the IDW comics can give that chance, because I'm not expecting such from the show or movies. Does this mean that I'll stop giving you a hard time? Oh my gosh, have you even met me? I've already streamlined the process. I'm Silver-Quill, and I am a magnificent troll. Thanks for watching.